Sunday, Sunday, Sunday at the Megaplex County Mall. Car abortion wrecks. You ready to see some cars get aborted? It's a car that turns into a giant dinosaur that aborts other cars. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Be there. You like that intro? What's going on? Angry Johnny here. Thoughts Trades. Coming back at you with another exciting adventure into the world of trading. Yeah. So we're on his XRP. We are on the daily chart. What I want you to notice is how I've been talking about this news high that was here on the 2nd. That was the Donald Trump news. We finally came up and took that out. But if you're noticing this right here, you see how we've wicked it and we didn't close above that. And what we did, we came back into this imbalance that I had marked out before, this inefficiency, these down close candles here once again. So we've came up into it and we've hit it numerous times. We've hit it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So that is showing you that we could get another retracement lower and come down to take out this low right here on this candle, because there is liquidity here. And then if we take this out, I could see it dropping down and taking out this area right here. See that? I could see it coming down and taking this out, coming back into this area right here, and then maybe getting your retracement back higher. But I would just keep an eye on it, because when you drop down to the lower time frames, but we're on the 1 minute right now, okay? Today, on Sunday, we had a huge spike up and we ran into that inefficiency. Now, on the lower time frames, this is where you want to do your entries. You do, some of your charting on the higher time frames so you can get an overall view of the market to see which direction it's going in, because everything is based off of those higher time frame markets. So right now, you see how we're hitting this, hitting this, hitting this, hitting this. So to me, that's showing like a point of resistance, if you will. So we could get a drop lower from this thing, but just keep an eye on it, because like I've said before, if we go back to the daily chart, if we break through this shaded box, this inefficiency, the next target that I see is coming into this and then maybe taking out this high. That's why I have this marked out as buy side. So really just watch at this point right here. Mark these levels on your own chart, so you can start seeing what I'm seeing here, and you can do your own analysis on it. So let's go ahead and we're going to drop down to the Bitcoin. Let's go check out Bitcoin real quick. Same thing, we're on the daily chart right here, Bitcoin daily chart 1D. So you see how this thing blew right through that old news high, right? So this one, to me, Bitcoin, we've already blew up. So now we see how we have this inefficiency right here. We're starting to roll over, so we could roll over on Bitcoin and get a little retracement lower to take out this low, come into this gap, and then shoot it higher. And that would be targeting this area right here, where this sell side is right there. See that on that candle? But I would watch this area right here. This is our gap, our inefficiency here. So if you see this thing come down and it does the same thing, kind of like what it's doing at XRP, but on the opposite side, if you see this thing start to hitting this, rejecting it, you could get ready to see a run higher to take out this area here. But since we've taken out this and that news high and we've expanded so fast, usually the market wants to come back and give other big whales a chance to get back in, because they're going to sell to people who are wanting to buy at this level, because we've already went up high. And what they'll do is they'll usually retrace lower first,
right? So the big whales can sell their positions, and then everybody else who's buying those positions think it's going to go up, and they'll run it lower and take them out. That's usually how the game is played. So I would look for a retracement down into this area, and then maybe a retracement up. But like I said, if they blow through this and they start hitting the bottom of it, then what we're going to do is we're going to look for lower prices into this area right here, because all these, it's kind of like we call these relatively equal lows because they're kind of relatively equal to each other right there, this little area. So if we blow through this little shaded box, this inefficiency, you could look for lower prices and then maybe a run up. So you just have to wait and see. Let's go ahead and drop to the NAS. So now we're on the daily chart once again. Now it's the NAS will usually trail a little bit behind the Bitcoin and stuff, the cryptos, but it usually runs. They usually kind of run in the same kind of positioning, same direction, if you will. So right now, I'm still looking for this to go a little bit higher to tag that news high still, and come up into this inefficiency we have right here. So on Monday coming up, we could see this thing, even over, while we're sleeping during the Asian session and the European session, they could run this high and then on Monday slam it lower. And they also could just run this high and keep on going. So what you want to do is kind of get a directional bias, because right now we're going up, and I think we're going to go up to target this high. So you could have that level marked out on your chart, and if you wanted to get into something, you might be able to do a quick buy and get out at this level. Me personally, I'm just going to wait and see what happens when we hit this level. So I hope that helps you a little bit. I want to drop down and show you real quick on the 1 minute chart. See, on the 1 minute chart, we're showing a nice trend up. So we could get a run a little bit higher to take out that news, but always be aware of the shift lower before going higher. They like to do that a lot to get you out of the trade. So I hope you like that. And if you have any questions, let me know. Later. Wacka wacka. Squawk.